Okay, if we're good to go, I will call the meeting to order at 12:53 PM. First of all, we call order, we got agenda approval, so then today, you guys know the items, actually, I don't want to screen share this, they normally don't. Screen share it, so, yeah, any problems with the agenda, anyone? If not, I will, assume consent of assembly to take the agenda. There we go with that, okay. The board of directors acknowledges the University of Waterloo is on the traditional territory of the neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee people. Our organization operates on the Hardman Tract, land promised to 6 nations, which includes 6 miles on each side of the Grand River. Conflict of interest declaration. I want to double check with governance. I don't believe committee appointments have conflicts.
There's no conflict.
Okay, so we should be good there. So any other conflicts? I don't believe to see any. Okay, nothing in our consent agenda. Wait, there's no chair remarks yet. I'm gonna slide in share remarks before we move on to 4.1, if that's good with everyone. So couple things, again, looking forward. As mentioned the other day, the main form of Robert's rules we use are 1, 2, and 3. Raise your hand with a 1. That means, hey, I have a new point. Number 2 is a direct reply to the current conversation. And 3, point of order, point of information, point of personal privilege. I'm not gonna take Robert's rules that seriously. We're just trying to use it as a form to get stuff done. Ask questions. It's the first meeting. It's not that deep. And yeah, looking forward to first board meeting. I realize you guys are here today to hold WUSA accountable, hold our officers accountable, but also importantly, holding each other accountable. The only accountability body of the board outside the members is the board itself. So it's important to say when other directors, when there's a problem, obviously respectfully, but bring that stuff up. We're here to work together and here to do good stuff. We're up survey already. We're also gonna try and make more people talk. If I feel like one person is talking over and over, another person hasn't, we're gonna try to give it to other people. And really, there are no dumb questions here. So really trying to do that. I know I'm one of the people who talked some more last year, so I definitely get how that can be hard sometimes, but definitely bring up your points. And also, don't be peer pressured. If you believe in something, say it. And I think a big thing we tried to encourage last year is say why you're voting for something. Sometimes during the vote, some people vote either which way, and what didn't really make sense why they voted against or abstained. Try to explain that earlier so we can have that conversation and get everyone's opinion in. As I mentioned before, not for this, we'll do it for this meeting. One thing I'm gonna do is we have recommended times for each item. If we go over the recommended time, I'm gonna immediately go to a vote unless I get a motion to extend debate on the motion. We'll see how it goes. If we don't like it, we can change it later on in the year. I find it helpful when other boards I'm on. Sounds good. So yeah, looking forward, that's all I kind of have. Trying not to do side conversations, already talked about it. And I know it's hard to focus. I've done that. I've gone on my phone at times. It's easy. Any questions or are we good to get started? If not, we'll move to 4.1. I am the mover. May I have a seconder? Arya? So be it resolved, the board approves the composition for board committees as presented. So this has ERC, Audit and Finance, Ownership Consultation Committee, Advocacy Committee, and Student Life Endowment Fund. So all these committees, you should all be aware of these. It also has an at-large. You were sent the other day the list of applicants as well. If you do want to go into that, ask people confidential for that larges. Are there any questions or can we go to a vote? If there are no questions, we'll go to a vote on the motion. Please raise your hand if you're in favor of the motion. Or you can type in chat or something. Okay, put your hands down. There we go. Perfect. That was unanimous, so I don't have to go. The other two. Next motion, approval of board meeting dates and times for spin term. I'll move this motion. I also need a second.
Point of order.
Yeah.
The times given on the agenda are different than the times given in the motion document.
Can we go into the motion first and then we can figure that out?
Sure.
Sure. So I have a seconder. Round 10. So let's see here, 6 PM on the 18th, 16th, and 20th. If we go into the motion.
Says 5:30.
I'd look at governance,
So the intention is 5:30.
5:30. Is everyone have an understanding that it's 5:30? Okay, so we'll go with the wording in the actual, the document. Any questions on dates? Just to get ahead of schedule, I don't think we've done this in the past, but it's good to have the dates ahead of time, just to make sure. That if there is no more discussion, we'll go to a vote. Yeah,
Might I ask if 5:45 is acceptable?
5:45,
I agree with that, because I think the class schedule has been kind of, it's spend time.
and time. Does governance would,
We could just do 6.
I think at that point, you should do this.
I'd say, yeah, make sure you are in the room ready to start at 6, don't trickle in after 6, so.
Yeah.
If you need 5:45 in your head, keep it there, but if you want to start business at 6, that's fine.
On consent, I'll amend it to be 6 P.M. then. Anyone not okay with that? Okay, any other questions or debate on this motion? If not, we will go to a vote. All those in favor of the motion? Wait, no majority again. That's unanimous, sounds good. We can finish business, we'll go to reports. I believe I just have a report today. It's the only time I guarantee you will be on time. So, yeah, and I'll go through it, in depth. Any questions, read through it, I'll give you a second, have an answer. Yeah, it just has basically a summary of all the committee, recommendations and appointments on the university end, other work going on, some committee meetings I have. It's pretty simple. I'll give you guys a second for that. There's so much more chill than last year for the sport meeting. Anyone need another second to read it, or are we all good? Yeah,
How are the Senate committees, that the president appoints different from the Senate, different from the Senate recommendations the president makes within Senate?
so, the recommendations are just that, there was a student run, basically the senators came together, we made a recommendation to the Senate. Senate has to formally approve those recommendations. For these appointments, they are that appointed, so, I directly choose, where otherwise, in a sense, the recommendations are, always taken, but, these are technically formal appointments. Anyone else need more time to read? If not, I guess we're done with the report section. Before we enter confidential, we're all good with Damien staying? Okay, sounds good. I guess, I'll, on consent, I'll enter confidential. I see no objection. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, we did approve some confidential, committee appointments at the board, confidential session, and received some reports. We have, I guess we're done. I guess, we will adjourn the meeting at 1:14 P.M. This is hopefully the normal at the time.
Well done.